fireball. Do 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 do.
I get to the bottom of the cup and my tongue starts to roll numb. Pens and bricks. That's the name of this video if we were naming these other than the battles.
Pens and bricks.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't care about Trevor's bugs and glitches.
Oh, by the way, guys. So
Interesting point. I'm so glad you put it on his friend to do that.
welcome back, guys.
Yeah. That was a weird shout out to Frank Genesis.
We're going soft open on this one.
This battle is going to be one for possibly two battles depending on how quick.
Yeah, this could be very quick.
Ryu versus Trevor Phillips from Grand Theft Auto.
This could be so weird.
I got this though. So
five.
Ryu was picked from Street Fighter 2 by Sean, and our fans voted on
Trevor
from Grand Theft Auto.
He's a wild card here.
They specifically requested and said that he does have his rage ability. So I will be arguing for Trevor, and I will take that into consideration.
I'm pretty sure Andrew has the page pulled up all about Trevor just to make sure he does him justice.
Well, because I did not know what his special ability actually was, so I had to figure that out.
So, last time I was talking for Rex, so I will be judging this time. So, Sean, if you want to take us away and start us with the Ryu argument, go for it.
Alright, folks. So, Ryu, this is once again literally Ryu 2 from the second game. This is a character that is the world champion of street fighting. He had just come off of his victory against Sagat, in fact, permanently scarring him across his chest with the power of the Shoryuken. Ryu is also, in this game, this is more of his coming out. In the first game, it was very standard street fighting. This game ups his abilities and his skills, and he really becomes the poster child of Street Fighter. With his fast punches and kicks, he's your everyman's character. This is the character you play when you suck at video games, because you're going to win. He has both the Hadouken, he has the Shoryuken, and I'm not even going to try the flying kick, because I'm just going to sound like I'm racist. This is a guy that has the ability to destroy a car with his fists.
Oh, that mini
He
game.
can punch a car until it's nothing but wheels. This is the same guy that also has the power of the Dark Hadu, which doesn't come until later games, but he's a master of the Hadu.
10!
And he is basically, like I said, your everyman character. He's strong, semi-OP, very OP. He's a great character, and his superior fighting skills will knock a redneck out.
So I have to give a quick shout out. Sean, you mentioned the everyman character twice in there. And for any of my former students that are watching, we literally talked about the everyman archetype in classic literature. Literally days before we did this. So I'm like, holy crap, we're talking about the everyman. That's just kind of that weird kind of situational thing. All right, thank you for giving us a little bit of background on Ryu. Can we just get an authentic Hadouken and Shoryuken?
Hadouken!
There we go.
Shoryuken!
There.
I can't spin.
That's okay, yeah, that's not going to work. But I appreciate the authentic calling.
It caught my shirt on the chair.
Andrew?
You just found out that Trevor's
So-
red.
Wait, are you ready to defend Trevor?
Some quick side notes here.
Okay.
I have not played Grand Theft Auto 5 at all, so I have literally just been reading about Trevor for the last 3 minutes.
GTA 5.
So I'm going off completely what I just learned. So any GTF,
GTF. Get the fuck out, fans.
any Grand Theft Auto 5 fans, I apologize if I do him wrong. I am going to try my best to get this guy who looks like white trash to me to beat Ryu. And I'm going to do my best here. So go ahead And again, he's in his special ability, which I will clarify once we start the timer. Go ahead, hit it. So, his special ability is called Red Mist, and it makes him pretty much invincible. It brings his damage resistance up about 3 to 4 fold. So out of 100%, he takes about 10 to 20% damage. It slows down time, so essentially gives him bullet time from max pain, and it increases his hand-to-hand combat damage, which I had to look this up. He is fast enough to sidestep an RPG at close range. He is strong enough to throw people twice his... This is all within his rampage mode. Throw people twice his size with one hand. And his stamina and toughness and durability is enough that he can survive being run over by an 18-wheel semi-truck. So when he goes into this Red Mist mode, it lasts for 30 seconds. And
that's in-game time.
Yeah, in-game time, 30 seconds. And once he exits it, he gets his health regeneration goes to double. So as in Street Fighter, the damage keeps adding up and draining the health bar, whereas if Ryu can survive the damage, not him, if Trevor can survive the damage, he is now able to regenerate after his Red Mist goes away, and he's back to full health. After that, he goes to his normal weapons of the shotgun, the Molotov, and the assault rifle for damage resistance. Once he goes back into Red Mist, he goes back into hand-to-hand combat where he gets that extra strength, extra speed, extra durability.
I hate to say this, but this is the deciding factor question. I don't think there's going to be really an ending kind of argument outside of this question.
I'm listening.
How frequently can Trevor go into that Red Mist mode?
I'll find out.
That's the deciding factor. Because realistically, looking at that, we're talking bullet time, we're talking increased strength, we're talking increased resistance, we're talking 2 times health regeneration. Like, there's a lot of shit that goes into that Red Mist mode. So, and we already said it's 30 second total time, which even in Street Fighter, the matches are what, max 90 seconds.
I was gonna say Ryu's used to beating people in 99 seconds.
Yeah, so it's like 30 seconds is a whole third of a match. That is a lot of that time. Because let's be honest, most of those matches that take place in Street Fighter or anything are less than 30 seconds. They're not long matches.
I will say too, that means that he has the ability to take someone from fully conscious to unconscious in less than a minute and a half.
Exactly. So like, there's a lot of factors that go into this. So my big piece is how frequently can Trevor go into that Red Mist? That's going to be the deciding factor. If he can go into it after it ends within 5-10 seconds, totally broken, he's got this win. But if he's waiting time, Ryu has this simply because if Ryu can just survive the 30 seconds of fighting that Trevor has in Red Mist mode, realistically, he's got the win. So, yeah. It is 100% an Andrew specifying argument piece on this one. I don't know how else to say it. that frequency makes the difference. And if he wins it, we need to know that so that we know how to combat this when we talk about whoever's the winner from Sweet Tooth versus Kirby.
Right?
Which, if it's Kirby, I know what Kirby's power he's getting from absorbing Trevor.
Right? A drinking habit.
A drinking habit. Oh boy, we're already talking about the next episode. Or maybe not even the next episode, next couple. Yeah. So Andrew, you have to be the deciding factor on this one.
So all I heard for competition's sake was it comes down to the recharge ability.
It does. So how quickly after the 30 seconds of Red Mist mode is done, how quickly can Trevor reuse that ability? That's the deciding factor. That's what we need to know to decide this.
across. Go ahead.
Oh, you guys not filming?
Oh,
Well, we're filming.
Oh, okay.
I've already walked all the way across though, so.
Twice.
Yeah, twice. It's no big deal.
Our fans have come to expect this.
Yeah. That's Michael. Alright, Trevor Phillips.
This is the deciding factor here.
Okay, so as I'm getting through this, while the ability is active for 30 seconds, Trevor cannot die.
Okay. That doesn't change anything about that. It's
And the screen
really the
becomes blah, blah,
frequency
blah.
of how quick he can use it again. That's the piece. Because the other thing is, I know in GTA, especially GTA 5, 30 seconds is realistically about maybe half an hour, maybe, so about a second a minute. So if it's like a whole minute worth, that's a whole hour.
No, I
was
don't
gonna
want
say it's
And that's-
actually I think 12 minutes is a full day. In like real time, I think.
I'll say GTA 5, they did a lot of changes to the time frame, so that's why it's like, that makes a difference. If he can only use it once a day, Ryu has no matter what. If he can use it once every minute, I'm putting Trevor down. Like, it really makes a difference.
Like I said, you can take someone out in less than a minute and a half.
Yeah. And if Trevor only has to wait half a minute between his half a minute of invulnerability, he can survive for that 30 seconds and go back into it and dominate. So Andrew, what's the verdict? How quickly can you use Red Mist again?
Trying to figure it out. I found a cheat code page, but obviously I don't want to go off that. Trevor.
Oh. That soaked peach ring at the bottom is always the worst. It's delicious, but it's worst.
Blah, 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 blah. I don't care if he can fly or drive.
I don't care if he can fly or drive.
Okay, he's an expert pilot. Whatever. His lung capacity is higher than the others. Whatever.
Because he drinks like a fish.
Okay. It has to be. It's a bar that has to be refilled.
Okay,
And
how is it refilled?
for him, it is during combat. During steady combat, it is refilled within a minute. If he's in steady combat. But when he's one of the main characters where if he's running through the streets, it is not refilled. He has to be in constant combat for it to refill. So the more he fights, the faster it comes back.
That's still a minute.
Yeah. So, honestly, I have my verdict. It's because of the time. So the fact that it refills only during combat gave him the edge, but the fact that it takes a minute to recharge, and we've already established that Ryu can beat someone in a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Like, if realistically, let's say that it's full on Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter rules where it's 99 seconds, that's a minute and a half. And if 30 seconds of that is invulnerability and then a minute of recharging, Ryu has the upper hand there. So I'm putting Ryu out there. Andrew, do you have any final arguments for Trevor that might change that? But I'm thinking my vote is Ryu, just based off of that.
30 seconds, he activates. Time slows down. His strength is doubled. His speed is doubled. Within that time frame, he has enough extra abilities that he could kill Ryu within that 30 seconds. Just because his speed is doubled, Ryu's moving at about half his normal speed, and Trevor's strength is doubled. So Trevor's got double abilities.
With that is that's assuming that Ryu has the same punching speed as Trevor, which I think
He's superhuman by that point. We're talking. I'm talking Ryu, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, Ryu has almost a superhuman.
Trevor is not superhuman.
No, he's just a normal human. So
On meth.
Right.
I found that on his profile. He is on meth.
that's why he has Red Mist.
yeah.
He's got that meth power.
So he's unable to die. He has double strength, double speed.
But again, that's only 30 seconds. If we're looking at Street Fighter rules, it's a minute and a half.
Where he knocks him out.
He has 1/3 of the fight where he has the ability to do everything, but he has the 2/3 of the fight. That's most of the fight where he is recharging, but he's just a normal human against someone that literally can do the Shoryuken and the Hadouken and all the other moves.
But in that minute and a half, he's got his arsenal again of the shotgun, machine gun, and the Molotovs.
Yeah, but if we look at anything...
So if he damages Ryu enough, it may only take one shot or one Molotov to bring him down.
My thing is there's a lot of factors that go into that there's too many unstable factors that go in there. I'm saying Ryu simply because the fact that he has the whole minute and a half, even if he's losing half of it. Even if, let's be realistic, if time slows down for 30 seconds, let's say it's halftime, that's a minute. Ryu can take someone down in a minute and a half. Trevor gets a minute. It's realistically 30 seconds, but he's getting a minute to fight.
Also, that minute and a half is against trained fighters that are the best in the world.
Yeah, even if they're moving slower, he's just a meth head. I'm putting my money on Ryu. So that's my vote. I don't know if you agree. Yeah. So Ryu is the winner there, and that actually was closer than I thought simply because of the red mist ability.
Right.
I can't believe that actually ended up being a deciding factor
Almost
here.
a deal breaker.
Oh my gosh.
Jordan, I tried for you.
He tried very hard. But yeah, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was our penultimate primary original 16 match. Our next, we have one more, which is Sweet Tooth versus Kirby, and then we're into the final 8. So stay tuned. Catch the next episode where, again, we'll talk about Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal.
That'll be tomorrow.
Yes, Twisted Metal Black and Kirby from the Kirby series.
Which comment who you think's gonna win that one?
Yeah, it's kind of unfair because Kirby has the same powers in every single game, so it's not really a choose one. But anyway, yeah, if you agree with our comments on Ryu versus Trevor, let us know. If you disagree, let us know. We'd like to see what you guys have to say. As always, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.
Time.
Yeah.